is good.
Yeah, and it's about that time when we have our guest in studio, and he's self-made. He's a very handsome young man. I don't know if he's taken, but he will let us know. And he said you shouldn't call him a cameraman. So let's find out from him. Paul A7, karibu.
Asante.
Karibu kukwetu. First time here?
No, second time.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I wasn't here though.
You weren't here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basi ni kitambo.
Yep.
Ilikuanga pre-COVID, post-COVID.
No, the first time I was here tulikuwa tunafanya ile the quiz show.
For
the photographers.
Na buda boss huko. Mtu ni hatari.
Ni sisi tulishinda actually.
Nyinyi mlishinda.
Of course.
Okay. Bakaribu sana.
Asante sana.
So Paul, tell us a bit about your background. How did you end up, getting into the photography space and film and all of that good stuff?
Okay. So mine is a funny story. So I began, I was studying in multimedia. Yangu, it's maybe kuna wale wanasemanga ni pesa ama ni skill. Mimi nilivunja roho.
Heartbreak.
Yeah, it was a heartbreak actually. Yeah, serious. I think it was the first time. So nikasema I wanted kujulikana in a way that this lady atanijua.
Yeah. Revenge mission.
But it was a revenge mission and I'm happy by the way. If I was to meet her, I'll tell her thank you. It was a revenge mission, tukapatana, as in nikaanza, got my first camera, tried out, and by the way it worked out in multimedia because it worked out well. I got some few shoots, I started meeting more ladies because, at a young age, ukiwa na camera at some point the mission ni kupatana na wasichana.
Hata yako.
No, now no.
Haikuwa distraction.
It wasn't a distraction,
No,
it was a
back in
bit
the
of a
day.
mission. Yeah. And then unajua bado nilikuwa nimeumia. I was broken. So it went well. I got my first major job. Let's say I got lucky. Hey, mom was praying penye yako. I got lucky. I got hired by Memphis. You know Memphis, Barrest. Then it was the creme de la creme of clubs.
Yeah.
And me getting that gig by there was a big thing.
Yeah.
So I got that gig, working from Wednesday to Sunday, 5 nights. So every day I'm shooting. Kila siku for a whole year I'm shooting. So the experience I got from 1 year, 5 days of shooting, as a photographer unapatanga maybe 3 shoots in a week, 3 good ones. So me, nilipata experience kubwa. I got a very big experience. In that 1 year, working for every day, I got the experience of people who've been in the game for 5 years.
Yeah.
In that 1 year, in the period of 1 year. Yes, I was trained and bado nilikuwa at the same time it was the year nafaa kwenda internship. I was going to K24.
Wow.
So I was having a major burnout, but the minute it was over, ilifika point I was tired, nikasema I'm quitting everything. So I called a friend, akaniambia the minute you feel like you're tired, bei yako imepanda. So my price went up. I started doing something different, and then that's where I got where I am.
So at K24, what were you doing?
I was an intern at what do we call this, Kikuyu station.
Inoro.
Ulikuwa unashika hizo camera?
I was editing, but sikuipewa kitu ni edit.
Oh, okay.
I don't lie.
Me
was just wasting time. Me was just being told be there by 8.
Yeah.
Now talk by 5. Yet I have worked the whole night. Kutoka 9 p.m. I've been in the club until 6 p.m. So all the way from Roysambu to Rongai, take a shower, and then I would only sleep in the matatu because I'd be happy when there is traffic.
Yeah.
So I make sure I sleep. Then take a 30 minutes walk from Railways to Globe.
Yeah.
Just to go to the studio, just to go to that place, the studio is
And
by.
not work.
So actually by the time inafika time ya when it was time to get my recommendation letter, but then ilinyimwa. They said no.
Because you've not been working?
At my work, because it came to a point I'm coming in at 8, leave by 5, I haven't done anything, just sitting.
It's wasted time.
Yeah, that's wasted time. Yeah, there are things I should be editing, I should be doing some other shoots, but I'm just there. So I would get in at around 10, 11, miss it, after lunch, by the 2 or 3, me I leave.
You've technically lived your life almost 5-10 years on a lens, behind a lens. How is that like?
It's not actually 5.
I can imagine it's 5 years.
Yeah,
It's like yote hivi.
But yeah,
ikieka tu pamoja hivi
yeah.
Can you imagine for 5 years unaishingi tu behind a lens?
Yeah, behind a lens.
Telling stories with your pictures.
Yeah, it's actually for me it was to show more of entertainment.
Okay.
Yeah, for me I love the entertainment industry more because there's a lot of drama.
Oh, wow.
You captured
manage. It's okay.
I
You
like the
unapatanga
drama.
the moments.
Yeah, I love the
like,
moments. I love the drama.
Yeah.
I love the food.
Uh-huh.
And I love everything else. I won't say it directly, but I love everything else. in the
But let me
entertainment.
ask you, what are some of the misconceptions you feel like maybe there are about, photographers and guys who are, taking the pictures because mumechoma vitu mingi, mumechomeana, unajua
Yeah.
sometimes you capture those moments zenye kisha ingia hivi kwa imeenda kwenda.
Yeah.
What are some of the misconceptions and maybe challenges that you guys go through?
One of them is do not compare us to, okay, it depends on how well you are into the game. Some people bado wanataka kuweka, they want to put you at the level of these guys in, sorry to say, Uhuru Park.
Yeah.
Well, somebody wants to pay you 50 bob for a shoot. You want me to come with my lights, take a photo, all that transport, take a photo, edit it, and then you want to pay me 100 bob. But at the end of it all, you want to pay me at 100 bob per photo. That doesn't make sense.
Raw or edited?
Edited.
Wow.
And they also want the raw images.
The raw images.
So I'm like, hey, that can't work, my guy.
Do you even give them raw? Because there's so many
I actually
photographers
hang
that
up.
don't give out.
Yes, I don't actually give out raw images.
Oh,
Because there's so many mistakes in a raw image that I have to change. So many. The reason you came to me for a shoot because you saw somebody else look good, but you don't know the strength I went through
Yeah.
to get them to look like that. So I never give out raw images.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tunaonanga kamera wasichana wengine waki make those boudoir. What are they called?
Boudoir.
Like boudoir, right?
Boudoir shots, yeah.
Boudoir shots. Do you do them?
No, I do not.
And
Boudoir
just
is
maybe
the ndede ones.
yes, like
Yes.
the nude.
Ah,
you know.
Wakenya wenzangu. Boudoir, it is a dead gang. So, just so you know if you didn't know. Nataka watu wengi kwa wameshangaa
Yeah,
mnaongelea
boudoir.
nini.
Oh,
Boudoir
sorry
is-
guys.
The naked pictures,
Yes.
photo shoots.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
do that?
Personally, on a truthful level, I do not, and I'm very strict on that because the kind of clients I want, the clients I want are family clients, and then those are people who can pay. Sorry to say, most people who go for boudoir, they don't like paying. Me, I won't lie.
They want
don't
to,
like
to
paying.
pay in kindness.
In kind, some of them,
Just
not all of
joking.
them,
For
not all
real?
of them. Yes,
Yeah.
some of them. I've been asked a couple of times. You can be talking to a girl, and then she's like, "Can we do a boudoir shoot?" That's how she's trying to initiate
The conversation
No,
of
the-
you
the-
and
yeah,
you're quite like,
the
unajua
closeness between you.
mafisi
Yeah,
and
because maybe she's seeing,
assumption.
maybe she's
Wow.
seeing that it's hard for you to make the move. So a boudoir shoot is one of the ways.
Anakuingiza
Yeah.
box in other words.
So I'm like,
So do you do studio and also outdoor?
I
there are
do studio, outdoor.
do you have a favorite? Because I know so many photographers who say, me and I do both of them, but I really do love outdoor because I can express myself and stuff like that. Do you have a favorite when it
Yeah, I
comes
have-
to the two?
Yeah, I have a favorite. I love indoors, I won't lie.
Okay.
Indoors are easier,
Because you can control.
the light,
Okay.
because I can control the light. I also love for the clubs because
Kuna so
yes,
much
there's
happening.
yeah, there's so much happening.
Yeah.
For outdoor, not so much because if it's at 12 by the way, it's hard. Ni ngumu kupiga picha, but yeah, I love indoor more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more of an indoor person.
Okay, let me ask you, what are some of the things maybe you've learned? Everyone in whichever profession they're in, there are always those things like over the years you've, come to understand better about the craft and the art and what you do.
Yeah.
So what are some of those things and unaweza patiana ka pointers to maybe, upcoming photographers?
As an upcoming photographer, I give you this point. I come to understand that photography is a job like any other, a big job just like any other. You have to handle your marketing, you have to handle your finances, you have to know your friends in times of need. And then the biggest issue that comes with most of our photographers these days, as good as they are, ego. You really have to put that aside. I have seen ego mess for very big people because I have ever been in a shoot. We were in the middle of a shoot. So this guy, I won't say the name, he's asked, how much would you like to be paid to do our video? He said, me, you can't afford me. What he didn't know, the person he's talking to is the regional marketer for a very big company. It's a worldwide phone.
Oh, wow.
He did not know that. He's a very good videographer, I have to give it to him, but he didn't know who he was talking to. Just like that, he lost the job. For me, I gave out my rates, made a little small talk. Then, after a while, I just get a call. I'm just told next week, be prepared, you're going to Mombasa, we are doing this shoot
Wow.
with so and so. It was a very big name, by the way. And I was happy. That's when, and then nikasikia,
Humility ni mzuri.
Humility is something good.
I
Be
think,
good.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think for me it's the discipline,
Yeah.
because you may book something with someone and then wewe unaona tu mse mmeagree vizuri sana saa mbili, a guy shows up at 10. Discipline in this
For me, I take it.
spaces.
No, I tend to. I'd like to make. I like for people to understand.
Yeah.
As much as yes, that's a part of discipline, but at the end of the day, I'll still tell upcoming photographers, better late than never. Usione umechelewa and then not show up.
Yeah.
It's better you are late, but never fail to show up.
Yeah.
That's some other kind of frustration.
That's true.
So never fail to show up. And then discipline ingine, it's money. Do not be very greedy with money, because I have seen many people fall because of money.
You're saying
Being
you be
greedy.
driven by passion, not
Be
money.
driven by passion. That's what opens doors,
Yeah.
not money. Because I want to like, there's this guy, let me just say, big up to Mr. Raphael. This guy really helped me.
Yeah.
He really helped me in the fact that this guy, he really aided me with money when he saw I needed it the most. I didn't even ask it from him.
Okay.
He just needed somewhere, not to invest in it, but he saw this guy is struggling. He has the discipline. He comes to work every day. He just calls me and asks me, what do you want? What do you need?
Yeah.
Then I'll give you that money. I'll cut it from your salary.
Wow.
But then there were guys who also worked with me. They always tried a way to cut him down under finances, try to play him a bit, and that thing made him very angry.
Yeah.
So what I tell people, don't be greedy with money. That's the number one turn off when you get a big client. Show him that you're greedy. Just because they say it's you, I don't know you, but I know Kush.
Yeah.
Because I see Kush is a big star, has so many followers, I'll charge her 15,000 for a shoot. I'll charge you 5,000 for a shoot, because she's a big name. I tell her 15,000 for a
Yeah.
shoot.
I find that also very, I don't know, it's just
Weird.
weird. Because
Yes.
I've had that, like I've experienced that so many times. Mpaka I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Juu ni wewe.
Juu it's her, juu it's her.
Unatumia mtu mwingine kupiga simu.
Hiyo ndio inafanyanga watu wafail, because
Yeah.
the same thing I'm saying about that guy. He said he couldn't be afforded, yet I have seen his price list. So I'm like, hey, you've lost a deal of a lifetime.
Umechoma.
Umechoma,
Picha
umeban,
ya ukweli, umechoma
vibaya.
picha, good one. But then when it comes to photographers and how you guys even do your pictures, you can tell, ushaangalia kazi ya mtu photographer mmoja, unasema by the way ni nani, and you ujaona credits.
Yes.
What makes you stand out as a photographer?
One, kuna the people he's shooting.
Okay.
And then two, I don't know how to put this. There are few elements mi nikiangalia, sorry to say, maybe kwa yenye the ones watching hawatajua, but there's something called the warmth.
Yeah.
From their picture, sharpness, angles, and even the lenses.
Yeah.
Hapo ndipo unajua this so and so, this Muma, this is Motemwa.
Yes.
Unajuanga tu.
Yes.
So yeah, there are those small things unajuanga tu. Yeah.
But sasa kuna ama vijana, unajua siku hizi karibu kila mtu anajitanga photographer. Si kila mtu, but I'm very sure tu unawajua.
Yeah.
Mtu tu ana get kamenjo, unapata tu na mtu atimini photographer anapiganga. Ukienda kuangalia hizo picha uko tu like, ai, but surely are you checking like what other photographers are actually doing, or are you just, you just want to be called a photographer? Because not everyone who does what they do, it's out of passion. Sengine ni because ameona hype, naweza pata mayanks, because madema wakatangi kupigwa picha za bure. That's
yeah,
something
true.
else. What's your take on that whole that whole thing, and what's your advice to people who are actually looking to get to maybe better their brands through getting legit work? What will you tell them?
Me, I'll tell them, if you're starting, be ready, kuwa ready kutumiwa. Kuwa ready kutumiwa. Nimetumiwa industry, kuwa ready kutumiwa. But at the same time, venye anasema, if you're that kind of person, sikatebe in photography, you get a lot of free stuff. If many free tickets to Mombasa, outside the country, free food. You get a lot of that. And I understand when you come to the business. But if you haven't mastered your skill, you need to understand you are growing. As you know, unazeka. There's a younger person coming after you.
That's true.
Yeah.
And the younger person will get more creative than you. So if you're still stuck under one base of unataka wasichana, unataka tu, let me tell you, there's a younger guy, a cuter guy who's always coming. There's always a bigger fish coming after you. So you'll lose it. Itafika tu mahali, you'll just be somebody we remember. Yeah.
And of course, as we wind up because our time inatupea kisogo, what will you advise young, photographers, budding photographers who really have the passion, but cameras are expensive? How did you get yours? Maybe you can advise them on what to do. Maybe mali wataanzia.
Save. Ama ongea na mzazi, or talk to your guardian, save, but be very serious. It's an investment, by the way. It opens doors, but it can also shut others.
Yeah.
So save, get that camera you need, start, but then at the same time be very disciplined. Very, very disciplined, because without discipline hakuna mahali utaenda.
Sawa.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming, Paul.
Thank you.
Tuna appreciate. Watu wakupate wapi? Sema tu social media handle yako haraka tukisonga.
My social media is Paul A7, Paul ACE7. That's on Instagram. I just started a Facebook account. It's also the same name. And other than that, utanipata tu huko Nairobi.
Aya, sawa. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. And of course, we're going to take a very short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Yes, welcome back. And now on a feedback, Zenu. So do you remember we had asked, is total honesty needed in a relationship? And I'm going to read just 3 of what you guys had to say. Shali anasema, without honesty and respect, there is no love. Marian is saying, honesty and respect go hand in hand. Without them, there is no love. Okay. Kim's anasema, yeah, of course. Honesty is a key thing on every relationship. Without honesty, then hiyo ni mkutano ya watu wawili wenye wanajiforce. Okay, now Lucy, okay, this is funny. Lucy amesema, it's the engine of a relationship. So, I don't know, but I kind of, I tend to agree with all of this. Honesty is good in a relationship.
100%. And speaking of relationships, let's try and help you with some of your relationship problems. Guys, it's time for Advice Board. Yes, so let me read the first one. Ini refu, so bear with me. Hi Chatspot, I'm 22 years and I have a hard time with my ex. We broke up 1 year ago now. He always scares me with his talks of ruining my life if I don't get back together with him. I'm currently in a happy relationship with another man and I don't know what to do to get rid of him, as he even hacks my phone to read my messages. Sometimes he threatens male people on my contact list. Please tell me what to do. Oh yeah, that's actually one. I don't know, I thought it was 2, but yeah, that's psycho behavior, man. That's
he's sick in the head,
bro.
Like he has some mental issues.
And a year later, oh,
this is someone you're supposed to be reporting to the police station immediately.
Oh,
whether amekuthreaten ama amekufanyia tu kitu. The fact that he's already, like, you've moved on, but he still hasn't moved on. That's very dangerous for you, and even for him. It's good when uchukue ile inaitangwa aje ile you can't come like 100 meters.
No, not abstract. It's called restraining order.
Restraining order. Yes, you need to get that so that it doesn't come close to you, and it should also be communicated to him. Anafaa pigiwe simu, aambiwe the minute you come closer to her is mita kadhaa wajua tu tunakushika. He's sick.
I'm like, that is insanity. Crazy. And at the end of the day, as in, first make sure you have, every message is ever sent you or anything that you have that shows what he's told you and the threats he's given you. Make sure you have that, share them out to different people just in case you lose your phone or you lose information. And make sure you go and just notify the authorities. Because I'm telling you, people like this, they have too many issues in themselves, whatever, like they're so insecure, and also at the same time wanaogopa anyone else mwenye atakuwa better kuliko. But we are back to insecurities. Bro. So it's not about you, but you need to run.
Like, have you tried changing your number, or is he hacking your new numbers as well? Because
ama you block, but if you block someone bado ana change number.
I think you might need to, like,
that's psycho,
give up your number, honestly, because sometimes we feel so attached to our phone numbers. You might just have to change it, because this is insanity, bro. This is how one minute you've gone missing because that this was not taken seriously. You need to take it very seriously. Do what you can, even though the authorities on their end might slack. At least you've done something, you know what I mean? At least they know who to look for if anything bad is, God forbid, is to be heard about. Because like this guy is a serial killer, bro. This guy is a serial killer.
Like I'll ruin your life if you
imagine that if you don't get back with me. Watu kaa wata wanaweza furahia relationship. You force someone to be in a relationship with you. Are you going to be happy?
And can you even force someone to love you? It's so
mental health.
It's so crazy. Anyway, let's handle the next one. Hello, my husband only gets intimate with me once a week, and it's been 4 months of me trying to talk to him and tell him that I'm not satisfied, but he doesn't make any move and just mute about the topic. Please help. I don't know if it's about that time where sijui kama if I can say this, but I think when you're choosing your partner, it's very very important to know if you're sexually compatible.
Compatible, true.
Because you may be this person who has a high and this other one is low, and somehow you need to meet in the
Ati mna
middle.
expect to
So
satisfy
I know,
Isn't it
it's
zile
so
vitu-
funny the way she's innocently asking.
Yeah,
you know?
she is.
And I'm like, there are things, I always say this, there are things which people can help you with, you get. But kuna vitu kama bedroom affairs and bedroom things, you get what I'm saying? Ni vitu hatuwezi kukusaidia. It has to be a conversation between the two of you, and
But
mkiona
anakata
haiwezi,
kuongea.
ndio nasema
Hataki,
you bring in a third party. Sijui mtaenda kwa pasta wenu, ama mtatafuta therapist, ama mtaita familia. I don't know what you're going to do. But kama hatuwezi kwa na ile, try and like, you get what I'm saying? They're just problems. Her problems
but
is
like Nana said,
getting it.
Sexual compatibility is just as important as any other compatibility that you look
Yeah.
for in a partner. That's how people end up cheating out here. They married someone because she's
wife
wife
material.
material. She can take care of children, but kwa bedroom ampatani. What is that now? Like when you're picking your partner, like when it comes to marriage, be as selfish as possible.
Yeah.
Hata useme mimi spendi mtu nywele yake inachanika hivi, tafuta huyo, so that you don't end up with that issue.
But I think we still go back to honesty.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what I'm
true.
saying? There are people who have shortcomings, and I'm sorry to say this. Sometimes
Gosh.
it's medical.
That sounds odd.
No, but I'm like, I'm just trying, like, to look at
Joyce,
this thing.
get
Kuna
your
wase
mind
it could
off
be,
the
it could be a
gutter.
medical thing. You see why I said honesty? Because
Yeah.
But he's not saying, yeah.
anajua kuna shida fulani na manze kuko ABCD. But because aliogopa kusema from the start, the lady got married to someone
Imagine, without him
thinking the
saying.
man is totally fine and okay.
Nguvu za-
Her expectations. Then you see your issues start coming in. So be very honest about, your shortcomings. You get?
Yeah.
It's just
Lucky
crazy. Like, I never
Nkoku.
saw this one coming though.
Yeah. No, seriously though, that's a conversation you definitely have to pick up with your
It
partner.
could be medical anyways.
And
But
also,
he's not saying
also
true.
don't lie. I want to know, like, when you guys started dating, has
Was
it
it like
always
that?
been like this,
Exactly.
or hii ni tabia imekuja ikakrop? Was he pretending, or maybe pia ako nje? Because
Yeah,
sometimes
because let's
when
be
they
honest,
have men don't know how to
they don't know how to
multitask,
talk,
and they don't know how to multitask.
Yeah.
When they are with the other Gashugwas, they forget they are home.
You know? Yeah,
So
that's
again, these are conversations tuna need kuongea, by the way, and hata kama kuna zile like a possibility or probability of him stepping outside, you need to know.
Yeah, I think the issue here is because there's no other issue that you guys have from what you've told us. Because if there are other issues, I'm pretty sure you would have mentioned it. Like, apart from this is the only issue that you guys have. I feel, one, there could be something that he's not telling you, or two, you're just not sexually compatible. Imagine it's that simple. Sometimes you complicate things. It's only one or two things. He's not telling you the truth about, his, things.
Tumeshindia
But
things,
yeah.
I don't know if I should say
Like,
like
this
the
is
word.
rather sad, but
Yeah.
sometimes inakwanga, the way they say kuna honeymoon phase, then you get to a point you're like, there's
But they're
nothing.
married.
That's what I'm saying. Inafkanga mali, if you looked at the wrong things,
Right. Okay.
the relationship
okay.
will start struggling and other things will
Yes,
start falling
yes,
off.
yes.
So inaweza kwa hivyo, like ile no longer niko, she doesn't look as fine as she used to be because maybe she's gained weight, maybe nowadays nampata amevalia zile nguo zimeandikwa za kushinda kwa nyumba. You know what I'm saying? So it could be a lot of things, but as we're just saying, but we wish you nothing but the best of luck, tumepatia ideas, try and figure out what is gonna work.
But can I just
Yeah.
add one more thing? We sit and think just because you love someone that's enough.
It's not enough,
It's,
bro. There's
it's
so
never
much
enough,
that
and
goes
I
into
feel
it.
like even for the attraction bit, it's nikazi.
It's so fleeting,
nikazi. Like you have to keep. That's why unasikianga unasema, let's keep the fire burning because the fire may die out.
Ongeza kuni.
So
Ongeza kuni.
ongeza ni
Na mafuta na
exactly what I'm trying to say. So,
But thank you guys, for tuning in. It's just been, okay, this was a nice one. But
interesting.
anyway, we'll be seeing you tomorrow, same time, same place. Be sure to send in your craziest, problems. We're going to try and advise you the right way, as far as we're concerned. But tuonaneni cash out, 10:30 p.m. Repeats. Be sure to catch up.